Have you ever noticed how some days seem to unfold with a kind of effortless grace? Your thoughts are sharp, your emotions are balanced, and creativity just flows. And then, on other days, despite your best intentions, everything feels heavy, dissonant, and misaligned. This contrast is not random. It is a precise reflection of your energetic state, and it is backed by the hard science of quantum physics and neurobiology. High vibration isn't just a fleeting mood or something you can force into existence through sheer willpower. It is an observable and measurable state of your body's biofield that arises when your mind, your heart, and your emotions are in a state of profound unity or coherence, and you can learn to access this state, not in a distant monastery, but right here, right now. Most people spend their lives trapped in a frequency loop, recycling the same stress and thoughts day after day. In this video, we will break that loop. You will discover how your heart's electromagnetic field is constantly shaping your reality. Why trying to be positive often fails. And I will guide you through a simple, science-backed practice to intentionally tune your frequency. Stay with me, because you are about to become the calm, consistent witness of your own energy. Most people spend their days bouncing between states of reaction and resistance. They wake up already caught in the gravitational pull of yesterday's stress, unconsciously recycling the same thoughts, which spark the same emotions, which in turn trigger the same biochemical responses in the body. From the standpoint of quantum science, this is more than just a behavioral pattern. It is a frequency loop. Your energy field is constantly transmitting signals, similar to a radio frequency, and these signals are in a perpetual conversation with the surrounding quantum field, shaping what you notice, how you feel, and ultimately, which version of reality you are able to step into. This journey we are on together is not about masking your true feelings or pretending to be joyful when you are not. It is about learning the art of generating coherence, the act of bringing your thoughts, your heart rhythms, and your nervous system into a state of profound unity. Imagine you are fine-tuning a beautiful, complex musical instrument. Your goal is to have all the strings vibrate in harmony, emitting a steady, resonant, and clear signal. When this internal clarity is achieved, the quantum field responds in a way that feels almost magical, with synchronicities that are far more than mere coincidence. You become a focused observer of your life, no longer distracted and pulled apart by competing beliefs or conflicting desires. Right now, just take a pause. Notice your own energy here in this moment. Don't try to alter it. Just feel. Is there a sense of lightness and expansion in your body, or perhaps a subtle tension in your chest or shoulders? A certain thoughts looping in the background of your mind? This simple, non-judgmental act of noticing is the first step. It gently interrupts the habitual loops that keep your vibration tethered to the same old timelines. In doing so, it opens the door to something new, a stable, coherent signal that the quantum field can finally attune to and reflect back to you. Here's a perspective you might not have considered. Your high vibration doesn't vanish all at once in a dramatic crash. It fades gradually through a series of tiny, almost invisible decisions, the decision to react rather than to pause, to tighten rather than to breathe, to replay an old, painful story instead of simply witnessing it with neutrality. But when you realize this, you reclaim your power, because just as your frequency diminishes in small, unnoticed moments, it can also be reawakened and rebuilt in micro moments of conscious presence. The science of your energetic broadcast. Scientific research in the field of neurocardiology has revealed a fascinating and powerful truth. The human heart generates an electromagnetic field that is significantly stronger and more expansive than that of the brain. When you reach a state of emotional coherence, when your heart rhythms are smooth, ordered, and in sync with your breathing, you begin to emit a highly structured, elevated frequency from your body. This is not poetic language. This is a phenomenon that can be scientifically tracked and measured with sensitive magnetometers. Even maintaining this coherent state for just a few short minutes has a profound impact on your entire system. It changes your body's chemistry, it deeply relaxes your nervous system, and it fundamentally shifts how your brain perceives and processes your surroundings. In essence, your perception becomes more expansive, less reactive, and more responsive to creative insight and intuition. Why is this so critically important? Because the quantum field doesn't just respond to what you think or say. It reacts to the entirety of your energetic broadcast. You could be repeating affirmations about wealth or joy all day long. But if your body's deep, cellular memory is resonating with the frequency of anxiety or lack, the overall message you are broadcasting to the universe is dissonant and contradictory. In the language of quantum mechanics, an incoherent energy signal produces unpredictable and often chaotic results, typically the very outcomes you are working so hard to avoid. This is why so many people feel drained by the constant effort of staying positive. They are often unknowingly in a state of internal conflict with their own energetic signature. What you will discover here is how to end that internal struggle, not by forcing happiness or silencing real emotions, but by realizing that your real strength is in continuously and gently returning to a state of harmony. This isn't a pursuit of flawlessness. It is a practice of moment-to-moment awareness. The quantum observer and the nature of reality. If you're still with me, it likely means a part of you already knows, on an intuitive level, that your vibration isn't merely a mood. It is the deep, invisible language through which your body communicates with the quantum field. This is not just theory, it is physics. Let's begin with a foundational principle that most people never discover. Imagine the quantum field as a vast, shimmering ocean of infinite possibility. Every experience you could ever encounter, every success, every relationship, every insight, exists within this ocean as a gentle, unmanifested wave of potential. In quantum physics, this is called the wave function. It is only when your conscious awareness, charged with the energy of your emotional state, engages with a specific potential that the wave collapses into a particle, locking it into your tangible, lived experience. Your brain is constantly constructing and filtering your personal version of reality. According to neuroscience, what you perceive is not direct truth. It is a controlled illusion shaped by your memories, your habits, and your expectations. But here is where it gets truly fascinating. The signals that inform this inner reality model do not only come from your mind. They arise from your entire biofield, your emotional center in your heart, your breathing patterns, your body posture, and the electromagnetic field that surrounds you. This is exactly why simply thinking new thoughts while ignoring the state of your body rarely results in true, lasting transformation. To make it clear, think of your vibration like a broadcasting tower. Each thought emits a frequency. Each emotion adds a layer of complexity and power to that frequency. And every choice you make either strengthens or distorts the coherence of your overall energetic broadcast. When all of these components are in sync, you emit a strong, consistent, and powerful signal. In response, the quantum field organizes itself to reflect that harmony, manifesting as what we often call synchronicities or flow. That is why you may find yourself meeting the right person at the perfect time, receiving a random yet ideal opportunity, or feeling drawn toward an action that, in a lower vibrational state, you would have completely missed. Here's the twist. Most people unintentionally disrupt this process. They believe they must force themselves into high vibe by reciting affirmations or suppressing negative feelings. But this creates an internal disconnect, a painful misalignment between their thoughts and their felt experience. You might be telling yourself, "I am abundant," while your nervous system is still anchored in a state of fear and survival mode. From the lens of quantum reality, this energetic contradiction sends out a noisy, fragmented signal. It disperses your focus and interferes with the wave collapsing into your desired outcome. One of the clearest ways to grasp this is through the principle of coherence. Scientists measuring the electromagnetic output of the heart have discovered that elevated emotional states like gratitude, love, and inner peace produce smooth, rhythmic, sine-like waveforms. These waves signal harmony and a powerful connection between the heart and the brain. The nervous system responds in kind, shifting into a balanced, regenerative state. On the other hand, emotions like stress, worry, or irritation produce erratic, spiked, and incoherent patterns. This energetic inconsistency doesn't just impact your mood. It clouds and corrupts the vibrational message you are sending to the field. A practical path to coherence. If you are wondering how to start applying this, here is a practical suggestion. The next time you notice yourself tightening up, whether it's from tension at work, a conflict with someone important, or a wave of self-doubt, just pause. Bring your awareness gently to your heart space. Begin to consciously slow down your breath. Simply notice the narrative your mind is running, without judgment, and then ask yourself, is this the vibration I truly want to send out into the field? That brief moment of mindfulness gives you a powerful point of choice. And with each decision to return to coherence rather than defaulting to reactivity, you strengthen your capacity to hold a stable, elevated frequency, regardless of your outer circumstances. This is not about bypassing discomfort or pretending that life doesn't bring challenges. A high vibration doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means staying grounded in your core state of trust. Even while moving through complexity, it's knowing that while you may not control every event, you always have power over the energetic signal you send in response. If this idea feels unfamiliar, or if it strikes a deeper chord within you that goes beyond logic, I invite you to continue with me, because by the end of this experience, you will not just have tools for a temporary elevation. You will understand how to build a sustainable energy pattern that naturally becomes your new baseline. The golden window, your morning ritual. One of the most overlooked yet most powerful factors in maintaining a high vibration throughout the day is how you begin your morning. In those first few waking minutes, your brain is transitioning from the dreamy, suggestible theta wave state to the more alert beta state. During this precious window, your subconscious mind remains highly open, and your body has not yet activated its usual, automatic stress pathways. This is your golden opportunity to establish a powerful energetic foundation for the day ahead. By intentionally creating coherence before you step into the world, you begin to stabilize your biofield, broadcasting a clear, elevated signal from the very start. This isn't just a feel-good morning habit. It represents a measurable transformation in the electromagnetic rhythms of both your heart and your brain. I will now walk you through one foundational practice you can begin using tomorrow. It is simple, but its effects multiply with consistency. This method is known as heart coherence breathing, and it has been researched in depth by institutions such as the Heart Math Institute. The concept is straightforward. By slowing your breath and directing your focus toward your heart center, you bring your autonomic nervous system into a state of beautiful harmony. This balance forms the biological basis for a sustained high vibration. Here is how to begin. As soon as you wake up, before checking your phone or even getting out of bed, gently place a hand over the center of your chest. If it feels comfortable, close your eyes. Begin by simply observing your natural breath. Then, gradually guide your breathing into a slower, more even pace, perhaps counting to 5 on the inhale and 5 on the exhale. As your breath settles into this peaceful rhythm, start to visualize that you are breathing in and out directly through your heart space. With every inhale, imagine you are drawing in calm, restorative energy. With every exhale, imagine you are releasing any tension, stress, or inner noise. Once this rhythm is established, gently evoke a positive, renewing emotion. Don't force it. This could be a feeling of appreciation for someone in your life, the memory of a moment where you felt completely at ease, or a simple sense of gratitude for being alive. Allow that feeling to expand in your chest and radiate outward with your breath. Practicing this for just 3 to 5 minutes begins to synchronize your breath with your heart rhythm, creating that scientifically observed state of cardiac coherence. Your brain enters the more structured wave state, your hormonal regulation improves, and your electromagnetic field becomes clearer and more unified. What does this mean in real-world terms? You are creating an inner climate where high-frequency states like clarity, Emotional strength and creative flow become your natural default. This practice transforms how you meet life's challenges, making you less reactive and more intentional. But how do we take this elevated morning frequency and learn how to hold it? Even when navigating the inevitable ups and downs of a busy day? How do we stop the small, unconscious decisions that gradually fade our vibration? That is the art of energetic maintenance, and it is precisely what we will explore next. It is one thing to feel aligned and coherent during a quiet morning ritual, but it is quite another to stay grounded and centered when the day gets chaotic. You are about to discover that with a few small, intentional adjustments, your inner coherence can become the most stable and powerful force in any environment you encounter. The quantum field is always attuned to your signal, and the frequency you choose to transmit today is already influencing the probabilities that will shape your future. Maintaining coherence, the art of the micro reset. While it is incredibly powerful to begin your morning in an aligned state, many people notice their sense of coherence starts to fade as the day unfolds. A wave of stressful emails, an unexpected problem, or simply the chaotic energetic pull of others can easily knock you off your center. Without a way to manage these shifts, you will likely fall back into the familiar, well-worn grooves of reactive habits that have been reinforced over a lifetime. That is why maintaining your high vibration isn't about building a shield against stress. It is about developing the skill of returning to your alignment, quickly and consistently, regardless of the circumstances. You might be surprised to learn that some of the biggest and most lasting shifts in your energy don't come from major, dramatic breakthroughs. They come from what you choose to do in the tiny, in-between moments of your day. Neuroscience refers to these as state shifts, the subtle changes in your body, your breathing, and your mental focus as you move from one situation to the next. The key to mastery is learning to recognize when you have drifted from coherence and having simple, elegant tools to recalibrate. Imagine this: you're working on something important, and suddenly you receive an email with unexpected criticism. Immediately, your heart rhythm becomes disordered, your breath may tighten in your chest, and your thoughts shift into a defensive, survival-based mode. From a quantum perspective, your energetic broadcast has just become erratic, the signal laced with fear, resistance, and tension. This is not something you can override just by thinking positively, but you can disrupt the loop through mindful, embodied awareness. One of the most effective methods is called the micro reset. It requires no private space, no fancy equipment, and no one else's involvement. Here is how to use it. The moment you sense that familiar tension rising in your body, a tightening in your jaw, a knot in your stomach, stop. For just a moment, consciously relax your shoulders. Feel the solid support of the earth beneath you, whether through the chair you're sitting on or the floor under your feet. Now, take one slow, conscious breath. Let your exhale last just a little longer than your inhale, as this sends a powerful signal of safety to your nervous system. Then, for a single instant, bring your awareness back to your heart space and recall the feeling you cultivated during your morning ritual, that quiet gratitude. That gentle peace, that sense of openness. This simple, 5-second gesture works on multiple levels. It interrupts the automatic stress response, slows down the production of cortisol, and helps to restore the coherent rhythm in your heart that signals safety and balance to your brain. And notice, this isn't about forcing yourself to be positive. You are not forcing anything. You are simply stepping outside of the automatic loop long enough to reconnect with who you are when you are no longer in survival mode. Energetic protection, radiating your field. Now, let's explore another dimension of this practice, energetic protection, not in the defensive sense of building walls against some external threat, but rather as the intentional creation of a stable, coherent energetic field around you, one that naturally filters out anything that is out of sync with your chosen state. From a quantum science lens, this isn't mystical, it's measurable. As we've discussed, your heart emits a powerful electromagnetic signature when your heart's field is in coherence, when your breath, your emotional state, and your nervous system are all harmonized. It acts like a powerful, yet permeable, energetic boundary. Others can sense it, environments respond to it, and without you ever needing to protect yourself out of fear, you automatically deflect energy that is not in alignment with your own vibration. So, how do you consciously generate this field of energetic protection? One of the most powerful methods is a blend of visualization and somatic presence. Let's try it together, right now. Either close your eyes or soften your gaze. Bring your focus back to your heart center. Begin breathing deeply and steadily, just as we have practiced. Now, with each slow inhale, picture yourself drawing a beautiful, warm, golden light directly into your heart center, a soft, glowing energy that nourishes and strengthens you from within. With each long, gentle exhale, feel this light expand outward from your heart, forming a luminous, gentle sphere of energy that surrounds your entire body. Visualize this golden light as a living, intelligent shield, not a rigid wall, but a responsive and radiant field that warmly welcomes what uplifts you and quietly, lovingly, repels what does not serve your coherence. As you hold this image, notice what physical sensations begin to emerge. Perhaps there is a warmth spreading through your chest, or a gentle tingling in your arms or fingertips. These are real somatic responses. Your body is reacting because your biofield and your nervous system are highly responsive to your focused intention. From the quantum view, the consistent focus of your awareness begins to collapse probability into a tangible reality. Your protective field isn't just imagined. It becomes a functional energetic influence that affects both how you feel and how others respond to your presence. This practice does more than just offer a feeling of inner safety. It fundamentally shifts how you engage with the world. Stressful encounters will have less power over you. The emotional charge of those around you becomes easier to witness without you having to internalize it. You begin to act as an anchor of stability, an energetic constant in any space you occupy, and what matters most is that this protection does not come from resisting or retreating from life. It comes from emitting such a clear, steady signal that anything dissonant simply moves around you, unable to find a place to take hold. You are not guarding yourself from life. You are embodying your frequency so powerfully that it speaks for you. The final integration, an embodied practice. Now that you have explored how to raise, maintain, and protect your frequency, the final and most important step is integration. This means grounding these concepts into a physical and repeatable embodied practice that you can come back to whenever you sense yourself falling into old habits of reactivity, anxiety, or doubt. High vibration is not a goal you hit once and then walk away from. It is something you nurture continuously, in each breath and in each moment. To help lock this in, I will now walk you through a simple guided practice. If you can, find a comfortable place where you won't be interrupted for the next few minutes. Gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. Place one hand over the center of your chest, a gentle anchor connecting you to your heart space. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, feeling your abdomen and chest gently expand. Exhale slowly through your mouth, consciously releasing any tension from your shoulders, your jaw, or your forehead. Continue breathing slowly and evenly, letting your awareness drop down from your head and into your body. Now, visualize that golden field you practiced earlier, a radiant, shimmering light of coherence surrounding you. With each inhale, imagine this light growing larger, more vibrant, and more structured. With every exhale, feel it anchoring you, becoming a living, stabilizing presence that moves with you throughout your day. As you hold this image, silently affirm to yourself, feeling the words resonate in your body: I am the observer. I am the field. I am the frequency. Feel those words not just as thoughts, but as a vibration, a truth resonating within your very cells. You are not separate from the quantum field. You are an active, unconscious expression of it, an agent of creation shaping probability into reality. The state you choose right now is not limited to how you feel inside. It is the living signal you are broadcasting, guiding what materializes next. Stay here for just a few more steady breaths. Feel your own presence. Perhaps it feels grounded, warm, calm, or expansive. There is no right or wrong way to experience this. Simply being aware is enough. When you are ready, gently open your eyes. Notice how your awareness has shifted. Perhaps your world feels more centered, softer, or more alert. This is what coherence feels like. This is high vibration, embodied in form. This is the invitation I want to leave with you. Keep coming back to this practice, not because you need to be flawless or maintain a constant state of bliss, but because every time you consciously choose alignment over your old, reactive habits, this elevated frequency becomes more and more natural to you. Eventually, you will find that you are no longer trying to stay in a high vibration. You simply are. It becomes your baseline, your new home. You are not walking this path alone. There is a growing global movement of people who are committed to exploring this sacred bridge between consciousness and science. Individuals choosing to be empowered participants in the quantum field rather than passive bystanders. If something stirred within you during this experience, I warmly invite you to take the next step and join this field of exploration. Subscribing is more than a way to get new content. It is a way to step into the collective of shared intention and expansion. If this invitation feels right to you, go ahead and subscribe now and click the notification bell. And to anchor your own intention today, go to the comments below and write the simple, powerful declaration, "I am energy." Let it be a signal to your own field that you are becoming an active, unconscious creator of your reality. Thank you for being here, for your attention, and for your willingness to form a new relationship with your own energy. The field is always responding, and each moment you choose coherence. You are not just transforming your own life, you are contributing to the collective vibration that shapes our shared world. So stay steady, stay open, and remember this always: you are the energy you have been waiting for.